Good morning, students. Welcome to all in your geography class. Students, today in this video, we will learn about our peninsular plateau. Okay, students. So today's our topic is the peninsular plateau. Okay, so attend this video carefully. The Peninsular Plateau. The Peninsular Plateau is a tableland composed of the old crystalline, igneous, and metamorphic rocks. This line is telling to us that this plateau has been made up of mainly igneous and metamorphic rocks. Okay, it was formed due to the breaking and drifting of the Gondwana land and thus making it a part of the oldest landmass. Students, have you remembered that before some days we have discussed our topic about Gondwana land, and in that video we have discussed that this portion, the peninsular plateau, is a result of that breaking and drifting of the Gondwana land. Okay, I would like to revise you. See, that video was related to this topic. Okay, I have told you at that time that this Indo-Australian plate broken and has started to move into the northern direction. Okay, started to move in the northern direction. Okay, and Eurasian plate was also coming down, so here was the collision. Okay, so in this process, this portion are the peninsula plateau has been made up. Okay, now see this page. Okay, so it was formed due to the breaking and drifting of the Gondwana land, making it a part of the oldest landmass. Okay, and students, you know this peninsula plateau is also known as oldest landmass. Okay, the plateau has broad and shallow valleys and rounded hills. Okay, students, in this plateau we have very broad and shallow valleys, also rounded hills also. This plateau consists of two broad divisions, namely the Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateau. Okay, it means that we can divide this plateau into two parts. Okay, just see classification of this plateau. We can divide this plateau into two parts. Number one, the Central Highlands, and number two, the Deccan Plateau. I am repeating these two parts, the Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateau. Okay, students. So now we will discuss about these two parts, the Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateau. And in the beginning, I am taking part number one, the Central Highlands. Okay, these are the same lines as I have told you. This plateau consists of two broad divisions. It means classification, namely the number one the Central Highlands, and number two the Deccan Plateau. Now just learn about these two parts. Okay, the part of the Peninsular Plateau lying to the north of the Narmada River, covering a major area of the Malwa Plateau, is known as the Central Highlands. It means this part, it means which part? The Central Highlands part. It lies to the north of the Narmada River. To the north of the Narmada, this part, the Central Highlands, lies to the north of the Narmada River. Okay, students, and it covers a large area of Malwa Plateau, and it is known as Central Highlands. Just see this map. Students, see this is our Narmada River. Okay, student, this is our Narmada River. This map has been given in your chapter on page number 10. So when you will attend this video, just see this map carefully. Okay, just see, this is our Narmada River. Okay, and this is our Malwa Plateau. This is our Malwa Plateau. So we are talking about the Central Highland. So Central Highland lies to the north of the Narmada River. It means this is the north, and upper side this is the north portion, and downside this is the southern portion. So this part, Central Highlands, lies to the north of the Narmada River, and it covers a major part of Malwa Plateau. This is our Malwa Plateau. Okay, students, lying to the north of the Narmada River, covering a major area of the Malwa Plateau, and this is known as the Central Highlands. The Vindhya range is bounded by the Satpura range on the south. Okay students, and the Aravalli is on the northwest, but we are discussing the central highlands. Okay, and the Aravalli Hills on the northwest. The further westward extension finally merges, student, merges means mix, merges with the sandy and rocky desert of Rajasthan. Okay students, it means we are discussing that which areas have been included in this central highland. So attend these, student, these are the names of hills. The Vindhya range, the Vindhya range is the name of a hill. The Satpura range is also the name of a hill, and this Aravallis are also the name of a hill. So this portion, the central highland, is bounded by the Satpura range on the south and the Aravallis on the northwest. And Aravallis on the northwest. I'm giving you the practice with the help of map also. Okay, so I'm repeating once again. The central highlands, the Vindhya range is bounded by the Satpura range on the south, okay, and the Aravalli hills. Students, see this map, Vindhya range, okay students, and these are Aravalli hills, okay, and in the south side you can see Satpura range. So these Aravalli hills, this Malwa plateau, Narmada river and Vindhya ranges, all these are the parts of central highland. All these are the parts of central highland, okay, and this one the part of Indian desert also. I have told you this thing. The Vindhya range is bounded, I have told you, Satpura range also and Aravalli hills also. The further westward extension finally merges with the sandy and rocky desert of Rajasthan. It means in the southward direction it has been spread up to the Great Indian Desert. Okay, it is going to start from this point, from the north of the Narmada river, okay, from the north of the Narmada river, Malwa plateau has been included in the central highland, and Aravalli hills has been included, and this Great Indian Desert has been also included in this part. Okay students, okay, so attend more. We have discussed till here. I have told you this line also, westward extension gradually mix with the sandy and rocky desert of Rajasthan. It means the sandy and rocky desert of Rajasthan is also the part of this central highland. The flow of the rivers draining this region, namely the Chambal, the Sindh, the Betwa and the Kain. Students, these are the names of the rivers. These are the names of the river, and all these rivers flow in the central highland. Okay, the Chambal, the Sindh, the Betwa and the Kain, all these are the rivers of the central highland. Okay, and the Kain, these rivers, is from southwest to northeast, and the direction of these rivers is from southwest to northeast, thus indicating the slope. The central highlands are wider in the west but narrower in the east. Okay students, repeating, these highlands are wider in the west. It means this is our west side, so these are wider in the west, okay, these are wider in the west side, okay, but narrower in the east. This is our east portion. In the east, the eastward extension of this plateau are locally known as the Bundelkhand. Okay, the part of this plateau which lies in the east direction, eastward direction, is locally known as the Bundelkhand. Okay, and Baghelkhand. The Chota Nagpur plateau marks the further eastward extension drained by the Damodar river. Just remember this name, the Chota Nagpur plateau marks the further eastward extension drained by the Damodar river. See this one. Student, just this is our India map, and this is our Chota Nagpur plateau. This is our Chota Nagpur plateau. So in the eastward extension, this plateau, so this the central highlands has been spread up to this Chota Nagpur plateau. So what is the location of this, the central highland? So I am repeating, this is our Narmada river. Okay, so Narmada river, these portions, Vindhya ranges, Malwa plateau, All these are the parts of the Central Highland. Aravalli Hills are also the parts of this plateau. Great Indian Desert also is also the part of this Central Highland, and in the east side, this Chota Nagpur Plateau is also the part of this the Central Highland. Okay, students. So this is our from starting from Narmada River and this Great Indian Desert and like this. So this is our portion of the Central Highlands. What we have discussed? We have discussed the part number 1 of Peninsular Plateau. This is our Peninsular Plateau. So we have divided it into two parts. Number 1, the Central Highlands. We have discussed all these things. Number 2, the Deccan Plateau. Number 2 is the Deccan Plateau. Okay, students. Classification of this plateau, I have told you. Number 1, the Central Highlands. Now what we have completed? We have completed the explanation of our Central Highlands, and now I am taking number 2, the Deccan Plateau. So the Deccan Plateau is a triangular landmass that lies to the south of the river Narmada. Okay, students. This is our Narmada River and it lies to the south of the Narmada River. Okay. In the north of the Narmada River, it is our Central Highland, and in the south of the Narmada River, it is our Deccan Plateau. And you can see this plateau is in the shape of a triangle. This plateau is in the shape of a triangle. Okay, students. South of the okay, the Satpura range flank its border base in the north, and it has been started in the north side. It has been started from the Satpura range. This one, Satpura range. Okay. This, so the northern boundary of this plateau is Satpura range. Okay, students. Okay, while the Mahadev, Kamur Hills and the McCall range from its eastern extensions. Students, these are the names of the hills which have been included in this Deccan Plateau. Mahadev, the Kamur Hills, and the McCall range from its eastern extension. Okay, the Deccan Plateau is higher in the west and slopes gently eastwards. Is higher in the west and slopes gently eastwards. It means this portion is more heighted compared to this portion. So the slope of the rivers automatically moves from west to east. Okay, students. An extension of the plateau is also visible in the northeast, locally known as the Meghalaya. Okay, students, you know our northeastern state Meghalaya, some parts of Meghalaya have also been included in this Deccan Plateau. Okay, plateau is also visible in the northeast, locally known as the Meghalaya. Karbi Angolan Plateau and North Hills. It is separated by a fault from the Chota Nagpur Plateau. Three prominent hill ranges from the west to east are the Garo, the Khasi and the Jaintia hills. Students, these are the names of hills: the Garo, the Khasi and the Jaintia hills. Okay, I am going to give you the location also. See this map. These are the hills. Okay, Garo, Khasi and Jaintia. I am repeating: Garo, Khasi and Jaintia. So these hills are also the part of this Deccan Plateau. This one. Okay. Now the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats mark the western and the eastern edges of the Deccan Plateau respectively. Western Ghats lie parallel to the western coast. Okay. Parallel to the western coast, they are continuous and can be crossed through passes only. See the Western Ghat and the Eastern Ghats. Students, see this one, Western Ghats. This is our Western Ghat, okay, and this is our Eastern Ghat. I am repeating, this is our Western Ghat and this is our Eastern Ghat. Okay, students. Okay. Students, you know that Again I am taking these lines. Western and eastern edges of the Deccan Plateau respectively. Western Ghats lie parallel to the western coast. It is very obvious. Western Ghats lies parallel to the western coast and Eastern Ghat lies parallel to the eastern coast. Okay, Ghats lies parallel to the eastern coast. This one. Okay, and students, these Western Ghats are continuous and can be crossed through passes only. Which Western Ghats? These are continuous, and many heighted mountains are also included in these Western Ghats. And you know how we can pass these mountains with the help of passes. Can be crossed through passes only. So I'm going to give you the definition. What is the pass? Just attend these names: the Thal, Bhor and Pal Ghats. Okay, these are the names of ghats: Thal, Bhor and the Pal Ghats. What is the pass? Write down this definition. Pass is a particular pass is a particular way in a mountain, and it allows us to pass through in a mountain. Okay, pass is a particular way in a mountain and it allows us to pass through in a mountain. This is our pass. Okay students, so in this video I will explain you this much only. Okay, in the next week, okay students, I will give you the remaining information about this peninsular plateau, because if I will give you very much in this video, so you will be confused and it will be very difficult to you to learn all these points. So today, as a conclusion, what we have discussed about our peninsular plateau. Basically we can classify this plateau into two parts: the Central Highlands and number 2 the Deccan Plateau. Central Highlands we can discuss. Again I am giving you the practice with the help of a map. Okay student, this is our Narmada river. Okay, this is our Narmada river. So this part lies to the Central Highland. This part lies to the north of the Narmada river. Okay, and in the south side of this Narmada river, Satpura hills are also located. Okay, from Satpura hills to this part, so this complete part is known as Deccan Plateau. Okay, this complete part is known as Deccan Plateau. So the north of the Narmada river, this part has been located. Vindhya ranges or hills are also the part of this Central Highland. Malwa Plateau is also included in this. Aravalli hills are also the part of this Central Highlands, and the Great Indian Desert is also the part of the Central Highland. And this Chota Nagpur Plateau has also been included in the Central Highland, number 1. Now number 2, Deccan Plateau. Deccan Plateau lies to the south of the Narmada river. Okay, in the north of the Narmada river, this one, and Narmada river to the south of this Narmada river. And these Satpura ranges marks the northern boundary of this Deccan Plateau. Okay students, two ghats have been included, mainly Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. Okay, and this Deccan Plateau is in the shape of a triangle. Okay, Western Ghats lies to the parallel of the western coast and Eastern Ghats lies to the parallel of the eastern coast. Okay students, so today you have to take a India map. Okay, and try to locate all these areas what I have discussed with you. Okay, just locate all these hills, river and areas, all these. Okay, which are the parts of our Central Highlands, and locate all these things also: the Deccan Plateau, Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat, and these hills also, Garo, Khasi and Jaintia. So today you have to do this map work. Okay students, so students, attend this video very carefully. Okay, and do your map work also. Okay, in the next video I will give you the remaining information about this peninsular plateau. Okay students, thank you students, have a good day.